Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to talk about SAS operators. So SAS operators actually used to perform SAS expression, and that can be used to do some kind of mathematical calculation or arithmetic operation, and it can also be used to do some logical operations to create a subset of data set, and also be used to compare different variables. So in SAS programming there are three different kind of operators. First, one by one, I will explain you. The first one is the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators is mainly for the mathematical calculation. So if you are using these operators and you need somewhere to calculate some values using any existing variables, you can do arithmetic operations using these special characters. So these are the operators, and you can see that this is the symbol that you can use for the arithmetic operation. So this is for negative sign is for doing any subtraction. This symbol is for doing exponentiation. This is for multiplication, this is for division, then addition, and then again subtraction. So and we have to keep in mind, we always used to prefer using parenthesis to control the order of operation. For example, we have a data set here named class in SAS help library. I will go to that library and show you that data set actually. So this is SAS help, and I'm going to the particular SAS data file. This is class data set, and you can see. So there are five variables here and 19 records. So you can see total 19 records are there, and total five columns are actually in this SAS data file. And if I want to calculate another variable, suppose BMI, I need to be according to the need. If I need to calculate BMI, I have to use this formula. So in this formula you can see that parenthesis is there, and then division is there, exponentiation is there, and after that you have multiplication. So I'm using parenthesis here so that this you know um, uh, expression will first calculated, and after that this, and at the end the multiplication will be performed, and this value will be generated for this variable. So this is how the mathematical operations can be performed. And suppose if you need to calculate age after 5 years, for suppose here age is 14, and you can see that. And if you need another variables, I am creating here that age after 5 years, so you have to simply do addition sign and add 5. And suppose if you want to create another variable weight in kg, so you have to divide whatever weight is mentioned here with a value of 2.2, so that it will give you a value of weight in kg. So these kind of mathematical function, basically operation that you can do using these operators. So I'm going to run this program so that a new data set will be created with these completing all the rest of the operations here. So you can see that a new variable is created here for BMI, another variable created for the age after 5 years, and weight in kg. So you can see that we did like some calculation here, and using these mathematical basically operators or arithmetic operators. So this is the one thing in SAS that you can do that. And the second part is about the logical operators. So logical operators basically under giving some conditions. For example, if you have certain conditions, and if there are two different conditions are there, then you can use AND operator. AND operator means if both expression are true, then the compound expression is true, and then it will come actually. And OR operation means like if either expression is true, then it will the compound expression is true, and not this is for like and none of them is true actually. And I will talk also about the in operator, so which is also very useful. So for example, if I am subsetting a data set here and I have a conditions here, I am interested in only the students with age is equal to 13 or height is 60. So I'm making a subset of data set. So when I will run this program, what will happen, like if any condition is true, then output will come. So for example, if my first condition is that age is equal to 13, if it is not true, then height is greater than 60. So you can see that in data set height is greater than 60 here, all of them. And if it is not greater than 60, then it will go to the first condition, that age is equal to 13. So this is how you can do that, control more than one condition using or operator. So I'm using here or operator. And the next thing, this can also be used for the printing with the same condition. So here I use a program for the data step. Here I'm using a proc print procedure for print a report, and here I'm using another operator, and operator. So and operator, I am giving here two condition where age is greater than 13 and height is greater than 60. So uh, this two conditions must be true to you get an output actually. So when you run this program, you can see that age is always greater than 13. You can see that all ages, and height is also or greater than 60. So in this case, both the condition is true, and so this is about the and operator. And the third operator I'm going to talk about is in operator. So in operators, because when you have two or more actually values you have to include in your condition, so instead of using equal sign, you have to write in operator. For example, here I'm writing age is equal to 13, but if I'm interested, like, no, I need data from age 13 and 14, so you can include that and using the in operator. So when you run this program, you will get an output where the data with age is equal to either 13 or 14. So this is how you can do these subsetting of the data and printing of your report using these operators. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, the comparison operator. So when you are comparing two different variables under certain conditions, and for example, if you need certain variables equal to certain values, or not equal to certain values, or you need some greater than values, so those kind of comparison you can do using the comparison operators. And these are the actually symbol that you can use for that. I'm showing here some program here. I'm generating a report here using SAS help cars, and I wanted to print only make is equal to Volvo. So you can see this is SAS help cars data, and you can see that makes are from different company, and Honda, Audi, Kia. So many makes you know values are there, but I'm interested only in printing Volvo. So when you put these conditions, you are using equal sign here. You can, instead of equal sign, you can write EQ as well. It will work actually. So when you run this program, what will happen, a report will be generated where make is Volvo. So you can see that. And this is another. So for the any character value, you have to hard code it. That means you have to put quotation mark at the end and at the beginning. But when you are referring to any values, those are actually value, you don't need to put any quotation mark. It should not be hard coded for the numeric variables. So for example, if in the second program I'm interested in printing where engine size is greater than or equal to 4, so I'm putting two conditions here. So you can see that in this a data set, engine size is like 1.3, and there is different, so many records are there, but my interest is for printing where the engine size is either greater than or equal to 4. So when you run this program, what you will see, only records where engine size is 4 or equal to 4. You can see that. So this is the report you can generate here. So this is how, and this is the procedure of order of operations. So this is how the order is work actually: exponentiation, then multiplication and division, then subtraction and addition and subtractions, and then greater than, equal to, or not equal to, those, and or operator at the end. But for easy operation and without doing any kind of confusion, I will prefer for using parenthesis, so that will help to make less confusion, and your program will run without error. So this is all about SAS operators, and hope you will like my video. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching.